I remember those guys used to f the crap out of me when I was younger. What's up, everybody? AkuRazengan here, and today we're on another episode of Aku Plays. Oh, hold up. What happens if I move? Hold on, because I showed you before that what the f***? It just went over. What the f***? It just comes back on you. Oh, we can do a little dirty trot now. We're just gonna jump right into that level as Crash. Nope, it's gonna be Coco. Okay, I said that a little too early, but whatever. So yeah, this level's so cool just because you're in a plane and you're shooting. I have not seen gameplay of this at all, or oh my god, I'm excited to see what it's like in HD because it was so cool. Oh my god, hi Coco, how you doing? Oh, what, 7? I thought it was 5, and then the other level 7. Holy shit, we have inverted controls. Real quick, just curious. Oh, you can. Oh shit. Okay, bazooka. I mean spoilers. Okay. Wow, this is weird because I hold down to go down. Okay, you spin. What? Spin isn't square. It should be X. I mean, no. Spin is X. Yes. Shooting is square, but you would think shooting would be X, just because spinning is square. Let me see. R1 is that. Circle, triangle. Okay. Oh, I remember those guys used to f the crap out of me when I was younger. That wasn't supposed to sound like that. Well, I remember I used to shoot them all down. Oh, you could deflect some of the bullets. I remember the bullets looked like little pellets too. I'm glad they kind of kept that look. Actually, if you look closely, I wonder if the frames will be captured. Oh shit, you know what? Hold up. How do you speed up? I remember you can speed up. Okay, you know what? Let's just do this. You know, I was listening to the Kind of Funny Games cast, and Tim was complaining about. Tim's one of the hosts on Kind of Funny. They were complaining about like the. Well, I think it was just him, but he was saying like Warped is like not as focused as like Crash 2 is, because Crash 2 obviously fixes everything with Crash 1, and that's true. You know, Crash 1 has No. Ah, damn it. Don't shoot the balloons. Alright, let's see. Just shoot the motherfucker down. Alright. Really, this level's pretty easy, but, you know, we'll extend it for the sake of, Actually, no, I'm just gonna play it naturally, just because, trust me, it's easy, but it's been a while. But anyway, Tim was saying, like, Warped, the vehicle levels are terrible, and, you know, I don't necessarily agree that they're terrible at all. I think the motorcycle level, like the guest that they had on the show, he was complaining that, like, you know, it's difficult and it's very unbearable and impossible, and you know, that is not the case. Like these levels, you just gotta do them. And you know, back in the day in PS1 era, if you did something over and over, you know, you would master the craft. And it's just like with anything, like gamers nowadays, and I think it's just partially due to like the way games are made, and you know, you're gotta catch someone's attention span real quick with like simple, easy gameplay, a la Call of Duty. Oh, I believe you can also spin into them. Whatever. You know, like it captures your attention, and then you know, if it doesn't keep you going, then you're gonna drop it. And just in the old days, like with the Crash levels, like I thought it was fucking cool that there was a motorcycle. Like I could play the levels that I liked, and then you know, if I felt like a vehicle level, I'd go back and play Crash. And I remember telling you guys that in my motorcycle episode, I didn't have a racing game as a kid. I didn't think to get a racing game, and I didn't necessarily want a racing game, but the fact that like my game had a racing option, it was like, hey, you know, I got to play a racing game if I felt like it, other than the mandatory crystal in it. But like, you know, once you beat it, it's like, okay, you know, no problem. And those levels, they just require you to like get the controls of the game. Like you speed up, you slow down. You don't always have to have like, you know, the button held down. Okay, and then we do that, and I got the hey Coco, thank you for the little kiss right there. That was very mighty sweet of you. But anyway, yeah, you know, like playing the damn game, like just get your shit together. No, I don't want to sound me. Like any game just requires some time to learn it. You know, you don't want to rush through a game. You don't want to, you know, like, how long did that take me, by the way? Just, like 4 minutes, 5 minutes. I think we could do another level. Oh, she's got her own dance. I like it. She has her own little variation to it. Alright, depending on the next level, Oh, it's another Coco level. All right, you know what? This is gonna be the Coco episode. The other Coco episode. The first Coco episode was just. Ooh. I like that hair detail.
And Dr. Cortex want me to teach you a lesson. Well, I made a few modifications to my mechanics since our last encounter. So back off or be deleted.
His hair is appropriately creepy. Well, his face, everything about him. Like in the original game, you just had like one model and everything blended together. But I don't know if you can notice, his hair just was not part of his head. He's got enough problems with that nuclear bomb in his head, so we'll cut him some slack. Okay, so you know, like Tim was saying, like this level's tedious, and you know what? These levels were difficult, but I found them kind of cool. Like after a while, like I didn't like them at first, but then it's like, hey, step up to the challenge and you know try it. And I actually felt a sense of accomplishment when I was a kid. And the motorcycle levels are badass because it's like you're on a motorcycle. Get good, bruh. But I loved him, you know, and he's of course entitled to his opinion. But honestly, like it's not hard. Like the guest they had on the show said it was hard, and really, I'm inclined to disagree. It's just a matter of trying and learning and like right now, look, you can't just hold X throughout this level, and the same goes for the motorcycle level. You gotta let go at the right times, and it like the point of racing or the techniques to racing, you're not going full speed all the time. You just can't do it. This isn't F-Zero, and even in F-Zero, I could probably imagine like you would slow down at some points just to make like a good turn. You just can't do it. Like that's just it's not how physics works. You can't just turn. You know, your vehicle's gonna flip over. You gotta slow down. You know, that's how it is in real life. We slow down in our cars. You know, it's and yeah, you want a video game to be constantly entertaining because you could do things like that in video games, but that's just part of the technique, you know. So yeah, as a kid, like I didn't like this level in particular, but one day, okay, whatever. One day I was just like, you know what, I like it, and I thought it was neat, and I kind of challenged myself. So to that, Tim and guest, I totally forgot your name. I just remember you were 12, but you know, to that, I encourage you guys to open your minds a little bit and just rethink that, because you know we are very reactionary and we got like lots of games to play, and you know you kind of don't give yourself a chance to double back. And I'm not talking about you guys in particular, I just mean in general. When you react to something, you're just kind of like, oh yeah, this wasn't how I thought it was, but let it sink in for a bit, you know, like I'm playing this and this is neat, this is cool, like this adds to the package of Warped. It's like Warped kind of does what Spyro 3 does, but I guess did it first and maybe did it better, in the sense that it had variety in its levels, but the controls were like, oh shit. The controls were there, because in Spyro you play Sheila, and there's that one side-scrolling Sheila level, and it just controls like ass. Like Sheila's controls are just, they're not very polished. And you know, I love Insomniac. I love you guys. You are probably my favorite developer, and after Spider-Man, you're gonna solidify yourself as favorite above Rockstar and Naughty Dog. But you know, give me that Spider-Man. But anyway, you know, you have the Sheila levels, the Bentley levels. It's like they're neat, but you know they're not really fleshed out. That game was just like a bunch of mini games in a sense. And in one of their interviews, they're like, yeah, you know, with one we got like our formula down or the engine down. The second game we perfected it. The third game we got to try a bunch of new things that we couldn't before. And then they moved on to Ratchet because Spyro doesn't have arms. They wanted a character hold a staff, and then they made it into Ratchet instead of the other game with that one girl character. Forgot the name of it, but you know, you're more at liberty. It's so funny every time. You're at liberty to have Ratchet hold weapons, and it gives you more variety in the gameplay. And so yeah, with that ends today's level. Future Frenzy, I love this level. Oh my god, okay, I'm so excited. But yeah, you know, open up, excuse me, I'm sorry, holding on a burp. Open up your minds, you know, don't just judge things right away, let it sink in, you know. But the, like, Warp to me, it's wonderful. It's got like variety all over the place. But with that, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I've been AkuRazengan, you guys have been amazing, and I'll see you guys next time. And let's see if this lands on Crash's head. I think it will.